When I meditate, the mind is often very discursive and easily distracted. Since it is said that the mind is like a muscle and needs to be trained, apart from persevering in meditation so as to train it, do you have any other tips? Any tips to improve the practice?
Well, I mean, everybody, I'm sure, including the Buddha, because the Buddha knew very much about monkey mind. Everybody starts out with a very distracted mind. We're in the habit of being distracted. So of course we're going to be distracted. What do we expect? One of the points of practicing meditation is that so many people think they're in control of their lives. Then they try to sit down and meditate for 5 minutes on the breath. And within a minute or two have recognized that they are not in control even of their own minds, what to speak of their whole life. And this teaches us some humility, perhaps, because everybody goes through this. So again, my feeling is at the beginning to keep the sessions fairly short and emphasize this development of awareness, because that's what it's all about. So that if, for example, we are meditating on the breath, watching the breath come in and out, then the emphasis should be mainly on the, not so much attention on the object, the breath, but more attention given to the awareness of the breath. Because that's what we're trying to develop, is this ability to know, to be conscious, to be aware. So the actual object is not so important. What is important is our ability to know it, the object, right? So then when we lose that awareness and we get swept away by our conceptual thinking mind again, no problem. As soon as we notice that we are not on the object, we bring it back again, because even knowing that we have lost the object means that we are aware again. We are aware that we're lost. So no problem, right? So then we bring it back again and again, however many times, until the mind begins to settle, right? Again, honestly and truthfully, any skill takes time to cultivate it, and it requires practice. I mean, like anything, don't be impatient, but be persevering, right? So, slowly, at one time, the mind will suddenly settle for a few minutes. And so we recognize that we can do this. It's possible. It's not an impossible task we're setting ourselves. Actually, the mind can settle down. Then next session, the mind is more crazy than ever, but doesn't matter. Next session, try again, and next session, try again. Keep the session short with the I would say to start by thinking, look, I'm going to give 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however much out of the whole day. This is such a short time. Come on, mind, cooperate, stop messing around, behave yourself, We are breathing, we're going to know we're breathing. We are thinking, we're going to know we're thinking, right? So whatever is the object of our just to give ourselves the little push to the mind to tell it to, really behave itself and try to cooperate and to try to, but not to get upset when the mind doesn't cooperate, not to get upset with ourselves, which is another distraction. Relax. All we have to do is sit and breathe, relax, and know we're breathing. That's all we have to do. And however many times we get distracted, just bring the mind back again. The only trouble is when we give up and we don't bring the mind back again. As long as we bring the mind back to the object of our attention, then that was a good session.